Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I will show you how to create a custom cursor like this in Framer. You might have seen this effect on many modern websites. So, without further ado, let's get started. For this tutorial, I've already created a random website to showcase the process. First, select the desktop frame. Then, go to the right panel where you can see the option for cursor. Once you select this, you will see three options: Web Cursor, Custom Cursor, and Set Variant. Let's first check what the web cursor is. Select it. It will show a full collection of pre-designed web cursors. You can select any of them. Framer already has some predefined cursors. Let's select this one. Let's see how this looks on the website. It looks nice. Now you understand the basic concept of the cursor options. Now, let's create our own custom cursor. For that, we need to create a cursor component. First, create a frame. Then add full roundness so it becomes a circle. For that X-ray effect on the cursor, we need to change the blending mode of this frame. To do that, go to the right panel, click on Styles, then Add Blending. In Blending, select Difference. Now that is done. Next, select the frame and convert it into a component. Here, I'm adding a press state to the cursor. So, whenever a user clicks on any item, it transitions from the default variant to this press variant. I am also adding another variant to this component. For the new variant, I will reduce the size a little bit and remove the blending styles. I think for the press state, we also don't need any blending mode. And I am changing the color of the cursor to a red shade like this. Once it is ready, go back to the home page. Here, select the main breakpoint. Then go to the cursor option on the right panel and select Custom Cursor. Here, you can see a bunch of options. The first one is Component. Here, select the cursor component we created before. Next is Variant. Here, you can select which variant you want as the default cursor. One important thing to remember is that the custom cursor only works on a component. You can make any component a cursor in Framer. This means you can either replace the default cursor completely or just make your custom cursor follow along with the default cursor. First, let's see how the Replace option works. Here, if you want to add smoothness to the cursor movement, you can add a transition. However, for the Replace option, I am not adding a transition because it can sometimes make it feel laggy. That's it. Close it, and let's see how it works on the website. See, it works. Now you can see the X-ray effect on the cursor and how it interacts with each element. Now, let's add some customization to this. You can add a separate cursor to any layer on this website. Suppose I need a different cursor for images. For that, select an image and go to the cursor option and select Set Variant. Here, you can select the second variant we created before. Do the same for all other images. Once that is ready, let's see how it works. See, it works perfectly. You can see the smooth transition between the two cursors. Like this, you can add a custom cursor to any frame. Inside Framer. Now, let's check how the Cursor Follows option works. For that, go to the cursor settings and change Replace to Follows. Once you click on Follows, you will see a bunch of options. The first one is Position. It means you can select where the custom cursor appears with respect to the normal cursor. You can select any of them like top, left, right, or bottom. Next is Alignment. You can select top, center, and bottom. Next is Offset. Here you can select how much offset you need from the default cursor. Finally, Transition. Now you can add a transition to the Cursor Follows. Let's see how it works with the normal settings. See, it follows the default cursor with smooth transition. Now, let's just tweak the settings to make it better and see how it works. See, now it works better. You can see the custom cursor following the default cursor. You can make any component a custom cursor in Framer. So use your creativity and create something awesome. The sky is the limit. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. Please subscribe for future content like this. Your support means a lot. See you next time.